I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build.
You were getting ready for the college when your mom called your name from the downstairs. Mom, why aren't you? You are getting late, she said in her crisp voice. Checking your stuff in the bag, you zipped it up and then ran to the downstairs after checking yourself for one last time in the mirror. There you saw your parents sitting in the living room. Your dad was reading the newspaper as usual while your mom was watching her favorite series. Ryan, okay, mom, dad, bye bye, you said, waving to them, and then you left for the college. Mom, but Oak, this girl is against skipping the breakfast. Why she never listened to me? She said, looking at your dad, who folded the newspaper. Dad, dear, she is not a child anymore. She will have the food in the college canteen. Just stay relaxed and let the others do, he said more in a pleading voice as your mom glared at him. Mom, huh? What did you say? Is that me who ruins the piece of your life? I am mother. I'm just concerned about my child's health. You should have not any problem with it, she said. Dad, yeah, you are right. I'm sorry. No, please let me focus on my newspaper, he said, unfolding the paper again while tilting his head to the other side. Your mom crossed her arm over her chest while making weird faces, looking at your dad. You were walking down the stairs to the hallway when a message popped in your phone. Zoe, where are you, girl? Are you still sleeping? It was from your best friend Zoe, who knew that you were a sleepyhead and you often skipped the college just because to sleep on your warm bed. Why, and no, I'm already there, you texted her, stepping in the hallway. The college hallway was fully packed with the students, which caught your attention as you look up from your mobile phone. You frowned, clutching your books tightly, wondering what had caused such a stir. The answer came soon enough. You witnessed the campus heartthrob standing in the center of the crowd with the effortless charm and smoldering looks. He was a walking magnet for attention. The girls were around him clamoring for his attention. You noticed some of girls giggling. But he didn't seem impressed. As he was getting bored, his dark eyes were scanning the crowd aimlessly, as though he would rather be anywhere else. You knew him, almost everyone in the college knew him. He was not a guy to ignore, though you never liked the way. Every time you see him, your heartbeat raises, but the campus heartthrob Jungkook never noticed you. As you were trying to pass the hallway, his eyes found you for the first time. Jungkook stared at you, and it was as though the world had stilled. Jungkook, who had been notorious for ignoring everyone, froze on his place. His usual cool demure faltered as his gaze locked onto you. He gulped, seeing the way sunlight was framing your face like a halo. His friends Richard and Sam, who were standing next to him, noticed his distraction and exchanged surprised glances, following the line of sight. Sam, bro, what are you staring at? Shoulder Jungkook, that girl, he muttered, his eyes fixed on your face. Sam, it's Levi, she is junior, he asked, glancing at Jungkook, who was lost into your beauty. Jungkook, hey, what are you saying? I mean, why would I like? He tilted his head to Sam, but then as he tilted his head back towards you, but till that time you were gone. Jungkook, where did she go? He muttered, looking around. Sam, still finding her? He asked teasingly. Jungkook, hey, I'm just looking around. He shrugged his shoulders, walking out the crowd. Meanwhile, you entered the classroom and saw Zoe waving at you. You went to her and then sat on the chair next to her. Before you could greet her, you both heard shouting noises from outside. Zoe quickly looked through the classroom window. A shy smile crept on her lips when she saw slowly walking towards the classroom Ryan. Oh, I hate the noise. Isn't he Sam, one of the friends of college heartthrob? You asked, glancing at the tall figure through the window. Zoe, yeah, he is. She almost squealed while putting her both hands on her pink cheeks. Why, hey, why you don't go and ask him? You asked, making her sigh as she tilted her head towards you. Zoe, you know he is very popular and senior too. She pouted. You sighed, Wyan. That's what I don't like. Those girls are just making them over and superior. They must be arrogant, lost in their own dreamy world. You said bit dejectedly as you did not want Jungkook to be like that. Zoe. But what if they are not like that in real? What if they have kind nature? She asked, looking at your face. Why, and maybe it can be possibility. You replied. Then the bell rang and Professor entered in the classroom. After some time, the first class was over and you both were going to your next class, but out of the blue, Zoe fell down on the floor, dropping her notebooks along the way. You noticed a pair of white familiar shoes. You groaned, raising your head to witness David. You knew David makes Zoe trip. You glare at him, thinking of ways. You groaned as you hated the smirk. It was the most irritating smirk you had ever seen in your life. Letting out a deep sigh, you held your hand out for Zoe to grab. She grabbed your hand, helping her in picking up the books from the floor. You both were about to take your exit when David looked at you and smiled. David, hey, can't you see properly? He said at his lungs out. It seemed like he was that knowingly trying to catch, so he remained quiet as she didn't want to create any scene at that moment. Why, she can see, and we all can see, it is you, David. He said in a reply. David, excuse me, are you blaming me? He asked, frowning his eyebrows in a way as if you accused him. Why, what is there to blame? Everybody is seeing who is at fault. You said, looking around the students who gathered around David. Now you are blaming me. A yelp left your small mouth. On the other hand, the crowd roared as the campus football team finished their practice session at the stadium. Among the players was Jungkook, who had won the match. As he walked off the field, towel slung over his shoulder. His phone buzzed. He answered the call casually and rolled his eyes at the girls. Just as he was about to end the call, Sam rushed to him. Jungkook, what happened? You wanna tell me something? He asked while cutting the call. Sam, actually, I saw some boys, he said, panting. Jungkook's easygoing demure vanished in an instant. Sam, it is just a daily occurrence, you know, David. You don't need to worry. His half words were in a mouth when he saw Jungkook grabbing his black jacket and started running towards the hallway. When he reached there, Jungkook saw you, his heartbeat raced again. He looked at your face and then at the boy. Jungkook didn't realize when his hands balled into fists. Jungkook, hey! You looked up to see Jungkook. You couldn't believe your eyes. Why, and Jungkook, you stammered, lost into him. David, hold on, man. We are just talking with each other. He said at you. But before you could do something, Jungkook smiled at him. The other froze, wide-eyed as Jungkook looked at them to make sure that you were not dreaming. Jungkook talking? Hmm? And you call it talking. Let me make one thing clear, he said, curling his collar. The others two backed away while stammering apologizes before dragging David off. As they disappeared, Jungkook turned to you, making your heart skip a beat. Jungkook, are you okay? He asked, stepping closer to you. You nodded, your cheeks flushed. Wine. Thank you so much. You said, your heartbeat getting faster. Jungkook, well, do you know me? He asked gently, scratching his nose. Wine, of course I do. I know who won't know you. You are famous as campus heartthrob. Jungkook, yeah, you know well. He said, giving you his heart-stopping smile, which made you blush. Zoe looked at both of you with a smile, and then she spoke. Zoe, Jungkook, can you please do me a favor? She asked hesitantly. Jungkook frowned at her, Ryan. Oh, she's my best friend, Zoe. You help. Jungkook, oh, okay, nice meeting you, Zoe. By the way, how may I help you? He asked. Zoe, actually, I wanna meet your friend Sam. I won't take a lot of his precious time, but I just wanna see him face to face for one last time. Can you please talk to him? She asked more in a pleading voice. Jungkook, Sam, you want to see Sam? Okay, I will talk to him. Zoe, oh my, it will be a great favor. Thank you so much. She agreed, making both of you chuckle. Suddenly, the bell rang for the next class as you both bowed at him and went for your next class. Time skip in the library. You sat at a corner table near the tall shelves of the dusty literature, engrossed in your notebooks. There was no one else in the library except you while you were memorizing an essay. The library door creaked open and Jungkook entered in. You didn't bother to look up. Jungkook's heartbeat raced faster when he saw you sitting on the counter table. While you sat strands of your hair falling on your beautiful face, Jungkook leaned against the bookshelf on the opposite end of the room. He saw you reaching up absent-mindedly. His breath hitched as his pulse quickened. Suddenly he stumbled on his feet, causing some books to drop on his head from the bookshelf. Hearing the noise, you turned around to see Jungkook. Your heartbeat raced faster as you quickly rushed to him. Ryan, are you okay, Jungkook? You asked, concerned. As he was rubbing his forehead, he looked up at you nervously. Jungkook, oh yeah, I was just doing. He mumbled, looking at your face as if you were mesmerizing him. You look at him, meeting his gaze. His genuine and bright eyes were melting your heart. Ryan, you were mumbling. Your big innocent eyes met his. After 10 minutes, you look at him and smile. Jungkook, what? He asked, poking his inner cheeks playfully. You nodded. The library room creaked open and the 50-year-old worker entered in along with a wooden broom in his hand. Before you could say him, Jungkook stopped. Someone is inside, he whispered, making you flinch. An old man appeared and looked at both of you and then gave you a smile. Old man, alas, this generation. Aha, 50 years old me. A vow of my life is invisible. What a pity, he muttered. You both looked at each other, and then you both quietly left for your classes. At break, you were sitting in the canteen along with Zoe, whom you had told everything, and she was so happy. Zoe, where is Jungkook? Why, he stop pulling my leg, you quack. You whispered, setting your fork on the table. She chuckled, making you smile at her. But meanwhile, Jessica came to you. Jessica, hey Mayan, how are you doing? She asked, bending down. You scoff and look up at her. Mayan, do you think your fake cute will melt my heart? You said, she groaned, making a tired face. Jessica, how you to say something like that? She said, but you didn't give slight importance to her words. Because you fell on Jung, who just now entered the Canteen along with his friends David. Jungkook looked around the canteen, his eyes searching for you. And then he found you in the last corner table. He waved at you while you waved back at him with a smile. Jessica frowned and looked at your direction. She witnessed Jungkook smiling at you, which made her groan. Zoe, oh, she said and then left. You rolled your eyes, chuckling. Jungkook's point of view. When I reached the canteen, I found Ryan already there sitting. Oh my heart, please don't beat like this. Sam, let's go into line, he said, and I nodded my head. We got into the lunch line, got the stew with boiled rice along with soda, and then I turned around. But just then I crashed into someone. I groaned and looked up to see Jessica. The soda knocked over and spilled all over her. She sighed. Jessica, hey, what did you do? She said, catching everyone's eyes in the canteen. Jungkook, hey, I didn't do that deliberately. My hand slipped. Jessica, stop lying, she said, fakely crying. Jungkook, hey, stop this, I said. Sam, listen, Jessica, please do not create scene. Jessica, no, no. He spilled the soda all over me. Now I will have to give me. Jungkook, I didn't do. You spilled the soda on yourself. Jessica, no, you owe me a shirt and that's it. I'm not gonna hear anything, she said. Suddenly I heard a familiar voice from behind. I looked at the direction to see Ryan glaring at Jessica. Ryan, hey, I have spare shirt, she said loudly. Her arms were crossed. Ah, she's so protective for me. Jessica groaned and turned around to see Ryan. And you know this is something that I can't cope with, Jungkook. Hey, don't you say something to Ryan, I said in a flow. Everybody in the canteen looked at me shocked, including Ryan. Her jaw dropped and I pointed at her. Jessica, you called her Ryan, she shouted. I looked at Ryan. I was not sure if she wanted to keep it a secret or she wanted to tell everyone. Jessica, are you both Heather? She asked me, and I remained quiet, not sure what to say. Ryan, yes. Any problem? She said, and everybody present in the canteen got shocked. Jessica, no, you are lying. Ryan, don't believe me, hmm? Then let me make you believe on it, dear, she said, smirking, and then she came to me. She said, making my heart skip a beat. Everyone gasped. Some of them were cheering and some of them were sad, but do we really care?